Hello, and thank you so much for joining us here. I'm Netta Iranpour. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you. We're listening to your concerns, investigating any questions you might have, and finding solutions that matter in our community. We want to start this half hour here with Mission Valley, where just 1 year ago, our team told you about this massive homeless encampment known as the Island. At times, the area was only accessible by makeshift rafts. CBS 8's Brian White returns to that site under the 5 for a look at what's changed since the city took action.
1 year after the massive cleanup of the island, San Diego's largest encampment at the time, this stretch of river is in much better shape now. The tents are gone, as you can see, but keeping it this way has proven to be an ongoing challenge.
About exactly 1 year ago, on the other side of here, approximately 75, 100 people were living on that side of the bridge over here.
City crews faced a massive job hauling away 78 tons of trash and debris in just 4 days, using rafts to cross the river and remove hazardous materials.
They were able to properly grab everything, remove it out of here, so that way none of this waste was able to make it into the ocean.
The cleanup wasn't just about clearing trash, it was getting people out of a dangerous flood zone and connecting them to help. According to the city, 59 people from this encampment are now in permanent housing, and 46 more are in shelter programs.
We were able to meet the people where they're at and provide services that met their needs individually, and that meant like connecting them to medical, mental, substance use, whatever it is that they needed.
Outreach teams spent months building trust before the cleanup began, funded through a $3.6 million encampment resolution grant from the state.
This work is human. This is the warm and fuzzy. This is what gets you emotional. And that time is building that trust relationship and consistency.
2 dedicated park rangers patrol the area regularly now, along with police, and groups like the San Diego River Park Foundation have helped maintain the area. And they say the wildlife is returning and the river looks healthy now. And so far, no new encampments have formed here.
There are ducks out here, there are cranes, and now I look out and there's actually ducks and cranes. That's how I know we did a good job. Not only that there's no people here, but that the wildlife has returned.
Over the past year, they have continued outreach efforts along other parts of the river, and what they all tell me is the work does not stop, that new people show up as fast as other people are being connected with shelter, so it's an ongoing struggle and they need continued investment. Brian White, CBS 8.
You asked us to look into an abandoned fire-damaged building in Liberty Station, and we investigated this in August. We recently saw city crews back here on site. We went back to get some answers for you. CBS 8's Abby Black is working for you with details on what's happening at the old rec center.
The abandoned rec center at NTC Park in Liberty Station has been a site for multiple fires. We started working for you on this story in August, and today we see debris is finally being cleaned up. We continue to work for you to find out the city's plans for this site.
8 months since this abandoned rec center caught fire.
I'm just glad that something's finally happening with it. It's been an eyesore, especially with all the graffiti that's been added.
Despite the chain link fence, kids found their way inside.
At one point, my older son was actually inside and they got kicked out because it's not safe.
When I was out here in August investigating, I learned this park sits on the old Naval Training Center. The city took ownership in 2000 and manages multiple abandoned buildings here. When I saw city crews out here today, I immediately reached out to the city for answers. They tell me phase 1 is debris removal. Demolition comes later, but they could not give me a timeline.
I think it's better that they're actually taking it down for the safety of all the families that come out here and the kids that are just interested, kind of curious.
I pressed the city on what's next. They say they'll restore the area to park use, possibly with a small facility for staff and equipment.
The last thing that I heard that it was supposed to be like an Olympic-sized pool. They even came out and did some things. They put markers to see how big it was going to be, but we don't have really the money, so we'll see what happens. Maybe donations.
Shanna Huber is right. I dug into records. For 2 decades, there have been plans for an aquatic center, but the feasibility study was based on this building, which is now gone. The city tells me funding issues have stalled it.
So it's to say, okay, let's get going. Where do we go from here?
I found this archive video from a community meeting after the March fire where a local group presented an expanded plan. For now, the city's just clearing the way at this site.
I'm really hoping the pool goes in that they've talked about, but we'll wait and see.
We return to the old barracks building and see that it's still boarded up like it was in August. The city says that the San Diego Bicycle Coalition wanted to build a hub here, but asked to be released from the agreement. The city says that it now plans to demolish the building and return it to park use, but there's no funding plan yet, and it's unclear what permits are needed. Working for you in Liberty Station, Abby Black, CBS 8.
A controversial proposal for a fuel transfer station in National City is not moving forward. City Council rejected this after many residents protested. They were saying it would increase lung-damaging diesel pollution near a school there. A planning commission had already voted against the proposal from Texas-based USDG. Now the council denied their appeal. Would you ever take a ride from a car that has no driver? Well, pretty soon you can get that chance here. Autonomous rideshare vehicles called Waymos are coming to San Diego. We've seen them in other cities. CBS 8's Alex Lai shows us how people feel about sharing the road with driverless cars.
Vehicle service just like Uber or Lyft, but there's no one driving inside. Waymo is already operating in major cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and soon Waymos will be driving San Diego streets. Today, Waymo officially announced it's bringing its fully autonomous cars to San Diego, with plans to begin serving the city next year.
As long as they're safe, coming to San Diego would be great.
You may have seen Waymos in San Diego earlier this year. Human drivers mapped local roads, stop signs, and crosswalks. Now Waymo says it's working to expand permits, partner with local teams, and train first responders. It's unclear how much of San Diego Waymo will cover, but the company currently operates across more than 120 square miles in Los Angeles and 315 square miles in Phoenix, even using some freeways.
I'm a little skeptical, but I really would like to try. I just hope that nothing happens.
Mayor Todd Gloria supports the move, saying welcoming new transportation technology could help make travel more accessible, sustainable, and connected. Many San Diegans have tried the service while traveling in other cities, including Augie, who rode one in San Francisco.
Got the app, pinged it. We were out at a restaurant, picked us up right where it said it was going to be, and we got in and felt super safe, and it was a great experience.
You may have seen Waymo trending online too.
Waymo just drove around the school bus,
including a car passing a stopped school bus in Atlanta and a Waymo hitting and killing a neighborhood cat in San Francisco. For those who use rideshare often, it could have long-term benefits, possibly lowering prices, plus it doesn't require a tip.
To me, it's more competition, and then hopefully it'll drive the other prices down.
But adding Waymos on the road could add competition for pedicab drivers too.
The price will be lower, and we're offering a little bit kind of pricey a little bit.
And while autonomous cars may be convenient, he says they can't replace personal interaction.
We have custom lights, music, some occasions we do tours, family tours.
Alex Lai, CBS 8.
A lot of options out there. Still ahead, we are working to get answers about repair work in the North County, which people tell us has led now to a bigger problem. Plus, one last rep for a neighborhood gym. Why, after many successful years, it's being forced to close its doors. Welcome back. Aqueduct repairs were supposed to fix a problem in Escondido, but many residents there say the work has created this bigger issue. It has led to months of frustration over a road closure that's dragged on for nearly a year now. Look at this. CBS 8's Vanessa Paz working for you. She went to the San Diego Water Authority to get answers.
For months, Harding Street in Escondido has been a one-way headache. Cones, closures, and congestion have turned what was supposed to be a quick fix into a nearly year-long frustration.
I called the city, Escondido, and emailed them. They were very cooperative, but they said that's really San Diego's problem because they're the aqueduct water part of it.
Adrian Tejada has lived here for more than 2 decades. He says nearby businesses, neighbors have been feeling the squeeze.
It used to be two-way traffic, and my concern is for not only for residents, but closes off Aldi's, shopping area. So there's only one way to come in.
Since January of this year, Harding Street has been closed to southbound traffic over the Escondido Creek with Rose and Ash serving as alternate routes, causing a bottleneck for drivers. After Adrian's concerns, we reached out to the San Diego County Water Authority for answers. Grace Sevilla, the agency's communications supervisor, says the work is part of a much larger water rehabilitation effort, upgrading 21 miles of pipeline across San Diego.
This is one of 99 work sites that we have to extend the life of our water delivery system. So this is our drinking water, our irrigation water, just the water that we all drink and use every day.
Crews are rehabilitating the first aqueduct, a massive tunnel built after World War II that carries Colorado River water into San Diego.
It's really the liquid lifelines for our whole San Diego region.
The project includes connecting 2 underground chambers and adding new air passages, improvements that make the pipeline safer and cleaner for workers. The Water Authority says it kept neighbors informed through mailers, town halls, and business outreach.
We tried to get the word out as much as possible about what was going to be happening here and the duration and all that. And so people have been really good about it, and we're just so grateful for their patience.
Officials say the project is now back on schedule, expected to wrap up in November, followed by street restoration on Harding. Still, some residents say communication could have been better, especially when months passed without visible progress. Adrian says he'll continue to wait, just not forever.
Well, they did tell us they're planning to open everything back up in a month.
Oh, cool. Hey, more power to them, but they didn't tell me that. I'll wait 1 month. I don't want to wait a year or two.
Vanessa Paz, CBS 8.
Okay, so a month there. Crews expect to finish pipeline repairs and fully reopen Harding Street before Thanksgiving. A longtime neighborhood gym being forced to close its doors. Being Fit is the name. Being Fit will lose its lease at Claremont Town Square by the end of the year, making room for a bigger chain next door. CBS 8's Abby Black working for you on this one to find out what's next for this local gym.
36 years, seniors and many others have been lifting weights and building community here at Being Fit in the Claremont Town Square. But they just got notice that their landlord is ending their lease in December. We're working for you on why members are adding more muscle to this fight. 79-year-old Wendy Rader says Being Fit gym helped her get in the best shape of her life.
Love it. It's just such an intimate gym, It's not like all of these flashy people. It's just people are coming here to exercise.
The gym is not just for seniors. Out of 3,600 members, people of all ages work out here, but many are older adults.
That's great. Best gym in the city.
Being Fit has been a Claremont Town Square staple for 36 years.
Been in the family. This is my dad right here.
Owner Michael Heck's father opened it in 1986, but now they're on their last rep.
We're serving the community and doing all the right things, and now we're being terminated.
Heck showed us the 90-day notice. The former landlord terminated their month-to-month lease in September. The new landlord finalized it this month.
It's within their right to terminate the lease, and the center just got sold. So we just got our notice.
With Reading Cinemas now closed, Heck believes a new tenant is forcing them out.
The rumor is they're bringing in a big box gym. The big box gym has a non-compete.
Heck heard LA Fitness is moving their club studio in the cinema space, so I got on the phone.
Hi, Deborah. This is Abby Black. I'm a reporter for CBS 8 San Diego.
I called the new owner, DLC Management, but have not heard back for an explanation.
There's only a few places that you go to, you see people that you recognize. Your home, your church or your synagogue, and then maybe a local gym like this.
Members tell us that this gym is affordable, and they're heartbroken.
If I want to go to an amusement park, I'll go down to SeaWorld. I don't need one of those massive gyms. So
I'm crushed. I love this place. I've got osteoporosis. He gave me special exercises.
Yeah, it's terrible. We should keep it open because there's a lot of people that come here.
They reached out to CBS 8, hoping someone watching has a new home for them to continue building community.
We've been trying to look for a new place, but it doesn't look very promising right now.
But these members are not giving up.
I just hope and pray they can find another location that's close by.
Working for you in Claremont, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Oh, they have some loyal, dedicated gym goers there. Coming up, a warning about a popular drink. You know what this is, right? What experts discovered after testing boba. Welcome back. There's going to be a new way to cross the San Ysidro port of entry coming from Tijuana. A new Century Lane is opening in downtown TJ on 2nd Street. So this might alleviate a little bit of that traffic. It's set to open later this month, and the goal to ease traffic where the long lines to cross the border already extend all the way into Zona Rio. A new round of testing raising questions about boba drinks. Yeah, bubble tea. Consumer Reports found traces of lead in some of these boba tea products. CBS 8's Alex Lai explains what they found as experts weigh in on safety.
Boba tea has become wildly popular with new stores opening across the country and even kits where you can make it at home. But new testing suggests it may be a drink that you should enjoy in moderation. The popular Taiwanese drink is known for its sweet flavors and unique texture. Its signature tapioca pearls are made from cassava, a root vegetable Consumer Reports has tested multiple times for lead contamination.
So we did a larger study on cassava-based products and found high levels of lead. We decided to test tapioca pearls, which are found in boba tea, for lead levels as well because they're cassava-based products.
Sana Mujahid is the manager of food safety research and testing at Consumer Reports. Her team looked at 4 different products: boba and liquid tea from major chains Gongcha and Kung Fu Tea, plus packaged boba from Trader Joe's and Wu Fu Yan.
We found lead in all of the samples we tested. In some cases, the lead levels were higher in the liquid portion than in the actual boba pearls.
Consumer Reports says the lead levels aren't high enough to be harmful in small amounts, but they recommend treating boba as an occasional drink, not a daily habit.
Some of the samples were above 50% our level of concern, meaning in just one serving of that product, they would give you the 50% of lead that we think is one should have in a day.
That level of concern is based on California's Prop 65 limit, 0.5 micrograms of lead per day. However, health experts say no amount of lead is safe and the risks are greater for children and pregnant women.
Level is conservative, but we think it is the most health protective level that's available for lead.
Trader Joe's says it has discontinued its instant boba kit. Meantime, the FDA says lead can show up in food through the environment where ingredients are grown or processed. Eating a nutritious diet with iron, zinc, and calcium can help reduce how much lead the body absorbs. Alex Lai, CBS 8.
Okay, something to keep in mind on your next trip to get boba. Prices are higher for pretty much everything this year, you've probably noticed, including your Thanksgiving dinner. Coming up, we are working for you on ways you can save. Welcome back. With Thanksgiving approaching, some of you have already started making those shopping lists. Experts say when doing so, plan to spend more since prices on staple items are up this year. CBS 8's Shannon Handy working for you. She has a breakdown of the numbers and the ways you can save.
The biggest difference you'll notice this year is the cost of turkey. Wholesale prices are up 40% over last year, but stores like Aldi and Walmart are offering package deals they say will help people save.
This Thanksgiving, something you may not be thankful for is how much more you'll be paying to feed your family and friends. A key inflation report shows September grocery prices are up 2.7% from a year ago. But the biggest price increase is on turkey. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says the wholesale price is $1.32 per pound. That's roughly 40% higher than last year. The main reason, bird flu has led to fewer turkeys. Other food price hikes are being blamed on a variety of factors, according to Bankrate financial analyst Stephen Cates.
Tariffs can have an impact, but crops can have an impact. Quality, quantity, sourcing, all of that can impact what that is.
But don't get discouraged because some retailers have figured out a way to keep prices down by offering package deals. That includes Aldi and Walmart. Aldi announced a Thanksgiving meal deal for $40 that feeds 10 people, which includes a 14-pound turkey, side dishes, and ingredients for pumpkin pie. Walmart says they're offering a similar deal for the same price. You can shop in store or online. I'm using the online option to see if these deals are legitimate. On the Aldi website, there's a section that pre-selects the items. I added everything to my cart, which added up to just under $40. Over at Walmart, they also have a section that pre-selects items. Like Aldi, their package added up to about the same. And if you choose to shop somewhere else, CBS Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady advises to do so early to get the best deals, adding you can freeze or store the food so it's fresh on Thanksgiving.
You can even shop now, right?
Yeah.
Your turkey you can freeze, your canned veggies you can put in there, your baking goods you can put in your, your cupboard if you've got room. I also find if you actually start looking for the coupons now, you can get stuff before the holiday rush.
Working for you, Shanna Handy, CBS 8.
And staying within your budget during the holidays can be tough. In fact, a recent survey from Bankrate found more than 1 in 4 shoppers may take on debt this gift buying season. But there are ways you can still buy something special without it turning into a financial Grinch. Resale, secondhand shopping, all becoming more popular for finding value and meaning in these gifts. That's because industry experts say the stigma around buying secondhand is starting to disappear, with it becoming more mainstream.
A great way for them to extend their dollar and get more for their money. Secondhand is also a way to sort of cut through the noise of the ordinary and find more unique items, items that tell a story, items that are more personal.
For the record, I prefer secondhand. Other ways you can save include starting your shopping early to take advantage of end of summer clearance sales. Don't wait for Black Friday. Also use reward credit cards, taking advantage of those points or the cash back perks. And it's suggested to know your credit card balances so you don't overdraft and suffer all those fees. Remember, pick a budget, stick to it. You can do it. The age of a first-time home buyer is now the oldest it has ever been. The median age now 40 years old. And the share of first-time buyers has dropped to 21%. That's also a record low. The National Association of Realtors says the market is split. Experienced buyers with equity can make these large down payments or even all cash offers, while first-time buyers continue to struggle with high prices and high mortgage rates. And that is going to do it for us here on CBS 8. Remember, if there's something you want us to look into, you can always email us. There it is, working for you at cbs8.com. Hope you have a wonderful day.